You know, I was thinking to myself, what's the actual value of Mctiers? And I noticed none. You know, this sounds a bit ironic coming from a person who's about to test for the SMP, and like I want to get Loki 3. Still, what's the difference for me getting Loki 3 or not? I'm still good at PvP, or above average in this case. And like, my skill will not upgrade from the fact that I will get Loki 3. There's two things only that might actually influence my opinion in Mctiers. First off is status. You getting low tier 3 is like way better than getting high tier 4. It's like a rank above. Literally. But it doesn't actually change anything. I'm a high tier 4 in the SMP and I still can beat low tier 3s, and it's fine. But you know, when you join an SMP, people will think, oh yeah, you're just a quick drop. Because you're not low tier 3 or above. That's a tier, that's a rank, that's a status that you gain. And eventually that like will help you to the second point I will talk about. Is having more access to other players. What I mean by this is the fact that if I get a low tier 3 and I'll keep going up, I'll just fight better players and better players, and the community will know me. So people will want to fight me, good people will want to fight me and collaborate with me. So Mctiers is just like a YouTube of life, but instead it's like a Discord community which tells you your value by a tier. If you don't know what Mctiers is, and I'm just yapping along, Mctiers is like a ranking system on Minecraft PvP. You have 10 ranks. Low tier 5, high tier 5, low tier 4, high tier 4, low tier 3, high tier 3, low tier 2, high tier 2, low tier 1, and high tier 1. Low tier 5 are the worst people, and like they don't know how to play. And high tier 1 are the peak, are already achieved by humans. I am currently between high tier 4 and low tier 3, even though my tests say I'm low tier 4. Because my skill improves, and my ability improves as well. One thing Mctiers does is separate you by tiers and categories. I'm gonna give you an example of two modes. First off is Sword, that I'm playing right now. Second off is Nefbot. Nefbot is a game mode where you have a netherite kit and a bunch of potions. I'm gonna put it in the screen. There's a bunch of differences in the kit. They mainly consist in sword attack. So even though you can be very good at sword, like you can be absolute shit at Nefbot, and it's fine. One thing that really bothers me is the fact that it's not separated into elos. You know elos, like from Valorant, chess, other games I don't remember right now. Elos separate tiers and actually abilities depending on the people. You fight people with your elo. The lower the elo, the more common. So once you get a high elo, you'll just get people from your tier and your ability. This will prevent a lot of boosting and gatekeeping from tiers. Because obviously, this is completely biased, this is managed by humans. And humans are biased. I think you shouldn't care about tiers, not gonna lie. People place too much pressure in knowing what's your tier and why aren't you tested and why and you know, it's just stupid. Because there's a bunch of people that aren't tested, or at least aren't currently tested, such as Theobald and Flame Frags at least. And they are really good. They're not extremely good. Maybe Theobald is. There are players that better than him, like Marlow or Itsurumi. I think Mctiers has a good intention, besides the conflict that has in between the Mctiers.io and Mctiers.com. Because if you didn't know, Marlow separated her own tiers from the Lawrence. This is another story for another thing. But I think people put too much pressure on each other. Because the Minecraft community is not the best thing. Obviously, there's a bunch of good content creators, but still, a bunch of the Minecraft community is based on toxicity and just shit-talking other people. This is why I took like a break from SMPs in general. Because people just take it too seriously. And it's a game. Obviously, I take it seriously too. It's a problem I have. But you know, sometimes you just gotta appreciate the little things, the moments you go through with your friends. Obviously, people will use content as an excuse for bad doings. Still, I think that's not enough of an excuse to make others suffer. By the way, I'm almost at 1 million subscribers, so if you could subscribe, maybe that would be very fun. One thing I've seen from my experiences that people really want to win in every case. People want to be special. People want to, feel above others. And I think SMPs and people in general, when they're in SMPs, they want power. They want to be above others. Obviously, there are people that just don't give a fuck about it, and it's completely fair. But still, people are stupid. They take SMPs way too seriously. They take life too seriously, and it's just annoying to deal with. When they call you like a noob, or they call you, I know this sounds like I'm a crybaby, still I am. And they call you like a noob or a no name, they just are toxic for absolutely no reason. I don't know why. It's just annoying to deal with. I don't know why people are so competitive talking about MC tiers. People gatekeep tiers, like they don't give IT3 to another one because, oh yeah, I'm better than him, I'm not gonna give IT3, I'm not gonna let him be better than him, a better status than me. They just wanna be better, but still they can't. Like, if you are locked in a cycle of just hatred about each other, you will not be able to evolve, and will not be able to get better in the game and in real life itself. Like, you'll get stuck in a cycle of just hatred and just pure evil. I think it's bad for us humans to think that evil is actually a solution. Obviously, in servers, I like to be a main character. Obviously, who doesn't? Who doesn't like the attention? Who doesn't like a bit of the flavor of action and actually killing people and having power? But still, it's so inconvenient to others. Imagine you go to a base, you raid it, and then they have nothing left. What's the purpose? Oh yeah, they can get, they can get revenge, they can do like a betrayal against their own team and join my side. Yeah, but what's the fun in that? YouTube content and SMPs in general have become so the same thing. And I think it's because people are so competitive with each other. I don't understand, not gonna lie. People are stupid. But I'm stupider, Oh, by the way, this was supposed to be a video about redstone. Yeah, this is not. Because the video is taking way too much time to edit. So I'm just yapping now. Yeah, this is fun. Bye bye.